Hi, my dear students. Good morning to all. Welcome back to Maths online class. So, we are moving with on the chapter graphs. So, I hope you understood the concept tally marks. Next, today we can discuss about what are circle graphs. Yes, as the name suggests, circle graphs. It's something related to circle. That is, the collected data or information we are representing in a circle. So, how can we represent the data in the circle? So, let's see this with the help of some examples. So, let's discuss how can we represent a data using circle graphs. For that, consider an example question. This is a information or data collected by an art teacher from class 5 regarding favorite color of students. So, she collected some students' favorite color. That data is given here. So, what are some students like pink, red, green, blue. So, how many students like pink? 8. Red, 12. Green, 16. Blue, 12. Now, I want to represent this data on a circle graph. In order to represent on a circle graph, we need to find out what portion of the circle represent each color. That is, pink represent what portion of the circle? Then red, green, blue. So, for that, total how many students are here? 8 students like pink, 12 students like red, 16 students like green, 12 students like blue. So altogether how many students will be there? The teacher collected altogether 48 students data. So out of this 48 we have to find out how much part of the circle represent each color. So finding out the portion taken by each color. First pink. Pink, how many students? 8 students. That is 8 out of 48. Total we have 48 students. So 8 out of 48, 8 students prefer which color? Pink. That is when we are representing as fraction 8 by 48. So 8 by 48 converting to simplest form. Here dividing numerator and denominator with 48, no 8, because here we will get the common factor 8. So 8 divided by 8 you will get 1. 48 divided by 8 you will get 6. So you are getting 1 by 6. That is, the color pink represents 1 by 6 of the whole circle. Next, red. How many students? 12 students like red. That is 12 out of 48 students. So representing as a fraction 12 by 48 you will get 1 by 4. Here we are dividing with 12. Common factor is 12. So 12 divided by 12 you will get 1. 48 divided by 12 you will get 4. So the color red represent 1 by 4 of the circle. Third color green. How many students? 16 students like green out of 48. That is 16 out of 48 representing 16 by 48. Here 16 is a factor of 48. 16 into 3 you are getting 48. So dividing throughout by 16. 16 divided by 16 you are getting 1. 48 divided by 16 you will get 3. The last color blue. Again blue is preferred by 12 students. That is 12 out of 48. Again 12 by 48 you will get 1 by 4. So the four color, what portion of the circle the four color represent we found. That is blue 1 by 4, green 1 by 3, then red again 1 by 4 and pink 1 by 6. Now we need to represent this data. How we can represent it on a circle. First drawing a circle, then we have four colors. Blue 1 by 4, red 1 by 4, green 1 by 3, pink 1 by 6. So in this way you can represent the given information in a circle graph. How can you mark a 1 by 4 on a circle? By dividing a whole circle into 4 equal parts, one part will correspond to 1 by 4. In a similar way, 1 by 3, how can you divide the whole circle into 3 equal parts? That is, this is one equal part, here one equal part, then and so like that 3 equal part you have to divide. Then one part represent green. Then red and blue have 1 by 4 same portion, so that 1 by 4 is enough. Then pink is having 1 by 6. For that you have to divide the circle into 6 equal parts and one part represent pink. Now when we join all these parts, we'll get the whole circle. So in this way we are representing the data. So we are dividing a circle into portions and representing the data. So we need to find out each portion what part of the circle, and then we can represent it on the graph. So this is how we are representing using circle graphs. Let's see some more examples for circle graphs. Second example we can discuss from your textbook, that is exercise 2, page number 89, question number second one. A restaurant owner wants to open a restaurant in Garden Estate Fab Colony. The circle graph represents the favorite stakes of people living in Garden Estate. The total number of residents surveyed was 144. So here, what is given in the question? The circle graph is given to you. That is, the data and the graph is given to you. We have to answer some questions based on this graph. Now, the one fact they have given, the total number of residents, that means total number of people they have surveyed is 144. That is, to 144 people they asked about their favorite food. That is that they collected the information from 144 people regarding their favorite food. Now, what are the foods? Pizza, samosa, dokla, vada. They didn't give the number, how many number of people like this food. They have only shown it in the circle graph. And dokla they have written 1 by 6 of the graph. And vada 1 by 12. Pizza and samosa they haven't written the measurement, but by looking the figure we can see samosa, it is half of the circle, isn't it? The whole circle half is represented by samosa. So we can say samosa is half, 1 by 2. It represents 1 by 2 of the circle, and pizza 1 by 4. So we need to find out what number of people like each food items. That is the first question here. Find the number of people who liked different snacks. That is the number of people liking samosa, vada, dokla, pizza. So how can we find that number? Only given is here the total number of people 144 and the portion on the circle. With these facts, how can we find the number of people? So these are the facts given. What is total number of people? 144. And pizza, we have 1 by 4 of the people like. Samosa 1 by 2 of the people. Dokla 1 by 6. Vada 1 by 12. Now we need to find out how many, the exact number of people liking each food item. So first consider pizza. Here pizza is liked by 1 by 4 of the total people, isn't it? 1 by 4 of the total people. What is the total here? 144. So we have 1 by 4 of 144, isn't it? That is 1 by 4 of 144. We have 1 by 4 into 144. This of means into. That is total we have 144 people. Out of this 144 people, 1 by 4 of the part like what? Pizza. So 144. This is means 144 divided by 4. Now dividing you will get 36. That is the number of people liking pizza is what? 36. So how we find? We have the information that 1 by 4 part of the total population, total people surveyed, they like pizza. What is the total people we surveyed? 144. That is 1 by 4 of 144. Now finding out, we'll get 36 people like pizza. Second one, samosa. We know half of the people like samosa. Now it is in a simple way, half of 144. The total people we surveyed is 144. So half of 144 is 72. In that way also you can find, or 1 by 2 of 144 means 144 divided by 2 you will get 72. So 72 people prefers samosa. Next, dokla. 1 by 6 part of the circle graph we have dokla, that is 1 by 6 of 144. Now dividing 144 divided by 6 you will get 24. That is 24 people like dokla. Now the last item is vada. Vada is preferred by 1 by 12 of the total people surveyed. That is 1 by 12 of 144. So 144 divided by 12, you will get 12. 12 into 12 is 144. So we got the number of people preferring different food items. What all? Pizza is preferred by 36 people, samosa 72, dokla 24 and vada 12. Now this was the first question. We have to find out the number of people who like different snacks. That is, we found the individual number of each food item. Now second question is, which snack should always be available in the restaurant? That means out of these 4 food items, which food is more preferred? That means more people like which? Yes, here the more number is for samosa. So it should be available in the restaurant. Always it should be available because more people like samosa. Then one more question. Which snack is liked by very few people that it can be avoided? So which is very less? 36 no, 24 no, 12. Yes. So vada can be avoided because it's preferred by very less people. So more is preferred by samosa and less vada. So concluding today's class, today we discussed on the topic circle graphs. So I hope you understood what are circle graphs and how to represent using circle graphs. Copy down the notes given and attend the test paper. We'll meet with the next concept of this chapter in the next video. Thank you.